Hi, and welcome back to this web development series. Today we will cover alternate style sheets. So, should a browser support this feature, we'll pretty much just be giving the user different ways of experiencing our web page. Alternate style sheets are just declared with the alternate style sheet option in the rel attribute. That's pretty much it. Um, we also give style sheets a title in this case. So the one we are going to be using by default, we're just calling default in this example. And the alternate one will just have an alternate title. You can name it whatever you want. Just make sure that it makes sense for what the style sheet will do to the web page so that your user know what's going to happen. The cool thing about titles are that if we give a style sheet a title, we can group them together for different media purposes. So the media attribute for screen and print pretty much just means that the style sheet will be applied to the screen and print medias. Media can get a little bit confusing. So we'll have a video on the media attribute a little later, but for now, don't worry too much about it. Another thing about the title attribute is if you give a style sheet with a rel style sheet attribute, then what that'll do is give that style sheet preference when the browser loads the web page. So again, if it has a rel style sheet and you give it a title, it'll just give it preference. So if you forget to call something alternate style sheet when you give it a title, it is really up to the browser which style sheet it's going to choose then. And if you give it no title, that'll make the style sheet document a persistent style sheet. So if you then choose other style sheets, it'll merge these style rules. And it's really up to the browser again which style rule it'll choose. So if this CSS document had no title and was a persistent one, and then we also choose to add this one with it, it's really up to the browser to decide which header rules it'll follow, for example. But if we look at this document, you need the toolbar active in most web browsers to get some of these options. But anyway, if we go to view, we can choose page style default, which is this first style sheet. We can change that to the alternate style sheet, and it'll just give a different view to the web page, which for various reasons you might want to do. Maybe it's a themed website, maybe you want to have an option where the text are much larger or much smaller. Really up to you. Most people don't even really do this, or we don't really use it that much. We just accept web pages the way they are and just do what we need to do. But anyway, have some fun with this. Create some style sheets and switch between them. Another thing, just CSS rules are also white space insensitive, which is why it looks like this in this case. I just like it this way. It's easier for me to see what's where and what rules are applied to what. Same with the link tag. It is white space insensitive, so you can have everything listed like this, and it, like you see, it doesn't bother the document. And at least for me, it's easier to read than all of this stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for viewing, and I'll see you in the next video.